Hello, everyone. Um, I wanted to talk about everybody's favorite president. I did have a project that I was trying to work on, uh, and I made a video, but I messed it up, and then I tried to edit it and like add some more stuff to it, and so I decided I would just try again later. This is what I really want to be doing or talking about. I know nobody really cares about anything that I may have to say. Totally fine. It just makes me feel good to, makes me feel like I have a voice here. At least I have a way to get the things that I want to say out, and an avenue, something that will kind of listen to me unconditionally, and then I guess tell me later on if they or you or whatever agree or don't agree. Um, anyway, and I try not to watch the news, because it just makes me mad. Uh, so I guess the president tried to sign an executive order that makes flag burning illegal. Well, first of all, that's not how laws get made. The president isn't a king. He can't just decree something. And now I'm sure if you're in Washington, um, and you burn a flag, if you're in Washington D.C. and they catch you burning a flag, you're going to jail for a year, probably. Unless you got a good lawyer, and not everybody is, complicit. But anyway, I don't want to see any flags being burned. Um, the flag has enormous, it means everything to me. And I don't have to express to you what it means to me, but just understand that it means a lot. Uh, and when, even me, when I heard about this executive order, kind of thought about burning a flag, but I would not to just to try and defy him, or whatever. I would never desecrate. Uh, I would never desecrate the flag like that anyway. So um, I don't know if he's trying to get responses out of people like that by decreeing things. This is illegal. Can't do this. And so what do you do? Something like that. You're like, I'm not gonna listen to you. There's no telling how many flags got burned uh, after that information um, came out. Uh, let's see. Yeah, it's a project with my friend. Um, so I used to listen um, to these audiobooks by an author named Brandon Sanderson, and the series was called the Stormlight Archive. I think he's still writing it now. Um, but uh, the fundamentals of the book are about just being good to one another, having honor, uh, and using that to be good in your day-to-day life. Just trying to be honorable. Um, and I wanted to read a section of it for you guys. That's from an audiobook. It's not word for word from the actual book, but this passage, I I I just love this book, and the things that it represented, and so I just listen to it all the time. But there is like a knight, I guess kind of like a paladin, um, in these books, and they call them radiants, for you to be a radiant. And so I guess I just wanted to I wanted to, I want you to replace the word radiant potentially with, you know, somebody who was in law enforcement, you know, officer, a soldier, you know, a leader of some kind, the kind of thing that people should think about when they're in positions of power. Let me just read it for you before I talk any more nonsense. You can infuse, you can drink in the stormlight and command it. Being a radiant was more than that. It was their way of life, the things they did, the immortal words, life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. That was their motto and the first ideal of the immortal words. Life before death. The radiant seeks to defend life always. He never kills unnecessarily and never risks his life for frivolous reasons. Strength before weakness. All men are weak at some time in their life. The radiant protects those whom are weak and uses his strength for others. Strength does not make one capable of rule. It makes one capable of service. Journey before destination. There are always several ways to achieve a goal. Failure is preferable to winning through unjust means. Protecting 10 innocents is not worth killing one. In the end, all men die. How you lived will be far more important to the Almighty than what you accomplished. Honor is very important to me. In this day and my age, trying not to lose sight of what's important. What's important is my family and protecting them. But inside me, I tell myself that this issue with the government picking on us, call it whatever you will, ICE agents, whoever, you know what I'm saying? It feels worth fighting for. Anyway, honor is very important to me, and that passage from the book represents the way that I wish I could live my life, the way I want to live it, and the way that other people, when they're in positions of power, leaders, how they should look at the people that they're in charge of, that they serve those people and not the other way around. Anyway, I didn't prepare anything else, so I'm gonna let you go. I love you guys, and if you feel the same way about any of this as I do, please share this. Thank you.